What's going on, everybody? This is in reply to Jimmie's question, who asked, I probably put the link in the description. You can see the original video. You asked, Jimmie, you asked, why not call out Lamar's hypocrisy? All right, I'll break it down real fast. Now, if you remember, back when LA went on this whole thing with me for meeting Tommy and squashing my little issue with him, I actually pointed out what I saw as hypocrisy in him for what he did about a year before. I said that Tommy is a good, when he said that Tommy is a good example for black business and he was going to do shows with him. So at that time, I even called out what I saw that was hypocritical before. Now, at the time, I was going to do a parody song called Throwdiversary from that old Tony joint and drop it on September 12th or 14th, whatever day that was a year to the date that they had temporarily squashed their beef that Robert J. Powell put in his video with his on point date citing self. But you know, niggas be busy and shit, so I ain't do it. Now since then, this go round, right? LA said his whole way that he sees black people has changed. He supports Tommy's message. Now, I don't go as far as to say fuck black people altogether and all that. Niggas ain't nothing but destructive and all that dumb shit. In fact, I don't even think Tommy is all the way of that mindset. I just think he points out the negative for what I believe is a purpose to do better as a whole. But analyzing Tommy's message as a whole, that's another thing. We ain't even got to go deep into that right now. The point is, LA changed his perception toward him, and he's down to do business with him. Now, when that was first proposed, when Tommy and him agreed to do a show and all that, I don't know if you saw it, but I threw my little quips in there. I told LA to go out there and be somebody. You know, the same thing he told me when I met Tommy. I even told him honestly, look, I'll probably have my jokes on you about this shit because it's the same shit you did to me. But, you know, as a whole, I still supported whatever building and progression y'all can get out of it. That's just because I don't take shit that serious. It was jokes, and if it entertained people, then cool. It is what it was. I'm not ass hurt over it. I ain't gonna start a fatwa over it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Pro Black Chris and Larry David for that fatwa shit. Oh yeah, my man Money Mace, because we used to say fatwa. We used to call that a code name for pussy. So shout out to Money Mace too. But anyway, shit like that ain't a big deal to me, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I did call it out in those two situations. Another thing, right? LA and we be building on stuff. He be putting me on the dope shit. I put him on the shit. And I'm all about that forward momentum. I'd rather build than ruminate over jokes and shit and all that I happen to be on the ass end of. I'm not on some invincible nigga shit that no one can say shit about. No, I even laugh at myself if the jokes are good enough. I'm very down to earth with it like that, you know what I mean? Also, I like this phrase, right? Never sell yourself short to people that's keeping it tall with you. I believe it's even one of Robert Greene's laws, if you really look into what I'm saying. Now, ever since I started fucking with this YouTube shit, LA actually, he greeted me with open arms. Now, at first I had got caught up with the hype and the shit with him, and I did that song on him with no legitimate reason to do it. So that's another thing. I was out of character with that one on some real shit. So I apologize for that. Just like with Tommy, I did a song on him with some bullshit reasoning that I just had to reflect, and I had to say, yo, this was wrong of me. That's why I strutted my big titties on the boulevard, as Lamar put it, and I made my amends. You know what I mean? But for the most part, LA, he keeps it tall with me, so I do the same. Fucking even 300-pound wobble to his car ass Beasley, he was keeping it tall with me, advocating my songs and all that shit. So even though he does a lot of bullshit, I kept it tall with him. It's like it's just a certain loyalty that I afford people to keep it solid with me like that. You know what I mean? Now, 300-pound wobble to his car as Beasley, after that shit from the other day, he could have just hit me directly instead of like going on the show. You know what I'm saying? Especially since he's supposed to be an older cat. But nah, you know, he decided to so-called cook me and parakeet his soprano-ass voice to an audience. So shit, he could get this smoke too. Now, that shit that LA said the other day about cooking Beasley and all that and getting at me, I had hit him up about that. And, you know, that was just him trying to put the Duracell in me to hurry up and do something because you want to see shit smoke right away. I get all that. You know what I'm saying? On some chessboard, let's move these pieces shit. I get it. But shit, I'll get to that when I'm ready. You know what I mean? I got way more important shit that needs to be done. Now with Styles, back when I thought we were chill, him playing my songs and showing love on that level and all that, I kept it tall with him. When he had all his harebrained schemes, fucking that fictional ass Sony deal, I donated to him. When his shorty kicked him out the crib and all that, I donated to him. When he made the Texas move and more shit, I donated to him. I supported him, right? Now, at the time, I saw he was about building and he was showing love, so I showed it back. Even through a lot of bullshit that everyone saw him doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this brother's keeping it tall with me. I'll do the same, you know? Now, why would I flip on him the way that I did? Well, this nigga called me up to tell me how niggas in my own city are supposed to knock your shit off. So, yeah, that's going to infuriate me. LA, he ain't never did anything on that level. You ain't going to even try to shake up my comfort zone. That's not happening. You know what I mean? That's when I'm like, fuck that. Let's get it right now. Matter of fact, let me tell you a quick, funny ass story, right? This was like some time ago, many moons ago, right? I'm at a house party. I'm chilling, you know, it's my peoples there and everything. And it's some other people that I kind of like knew, kind of didn't know. It was like a crew of motherfuckers or whatever. And one of these niggas came out his mouth to me. And he tells me, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to say, what his point was, what he was trying to do. But this nigga tells me, don't get too comfortable in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in there chilling, I'm drinking, I'm having a good time. This nigga decides to confront me and tell me not to get too comfortable up in here. AKA trying to shake up my comfort zone, or supposedly, right? So what do? I go in the bathroom. I take my shirt off. Take my undershirt off. I take my pants off. I take my drawers off. I take my socks off. I come out that bathroom in front of that whole house party. Bitches, niggas, didn't give a fuck. Butt ass naked. And started dancing and chilling and made sure I got next to them niggas like, yo, I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now. That was pretty much my response to that. It didn't really go too well, but as far as the nigga that was trying to say all that shit, that nigga ended up laughing. Oh, you crazy nigga, la 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 la. Like he wasn't talking all that fly shit. I'll leave it at that. It didn't really go too well, but at the same time, that fuck shit wasn't popping anymore after that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that shit set me off. I'm not with people trying to shake up my comfort zone. Fuck all that. You know, now, Jimmy, I understand maybe you want to keep shit smoking by asking me all this and all that, and I get it. But, Jimmy, let me ask you, since you and Lamar, since y'all were friends, why does it have to go so far where you want to destroy all his sources of income and all the stuff he's been trying to do? Like, what is it about y'all beef or when y'all had y'all fallout that gives you, you know, like such a pit bull grip on him and his actual life where you got to try to fuck up his money and all that? You know what I'm saying? Now, see, I like to stay out of it because, you know, I don't want to be an interloper. You know what I mean? Y'all got details that I have no idea about and a long history. Shit ain't my business. So I like not to intrude, and I don't want to throw my 2 cents in on some, yo, here is what I got to say just to be heard. Nah, I ain't with all that. But at the same time, since you asking me, let me ask you this because I do wonder, brother. You know what I mean? Now, shit, you may be rich. You could be balling for all I know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you my perspective as a whole. My perspective is I don't got shit. I don't got shit. I mean, I eat. I pay bills. I could take a shorty out if I want to. I could fuck with video games. You know what I'm saying? I even own a house. But on that broader level, my perspective is I don't got shit. I should be seeing at least 20 G's monthly residually on some passive shit. Plus making more bread using my time doing whatever the fuck I want to do, what my passions are, what I love. So that's why I feel I don't got shit. But the thing is, when I see someone else trying to get to that level, trying to get it, whether they don't got shit like me or less than me or whether they got a lot, I'm gonna try to preserve keeping it tall with them. You know what I'm saying? Little chicanery and squabbles, that ain't got shit on the bigger picture. So, you know what I mean? So that's more you could add to why I don't want to just air Lamar out over, you know, some little things here and there. You know what I'm saying? When I see someone trying to do something, I want to help and I want to exchange resources. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm never one to hold grudges on some real shit. I'm not a grudge person like that. Fuck all that. You know, I'm busy trying to get it. But you know, everyone's different. So yo, just school me a little bit on your psychology, if you will.